Hey, this is Matt from InvestiQuant. Today is Wednesday, October 13, 2021. We just came off the release of the FOMC minutes. You can see the volatility in the charts there where it was released. This is the S&P chart in the top left. FOMC minutes were released right here at 2 o'clock. You can see we made a new high on the day, right around yesterday's high, pulled back a little bit. And have since kind of chopped around a little bit. We're still trading in the upper portion of today's range. We're above yesterday's closing area as well. But what we're going to look at this afternoon is what has happened going into the close following that FOMC minutes release when you're trading in the upper portion of the range. So let me go ahead and set this up. We use all 4 instruments, a setup time of 3 p.m. Eastern time as a long. It'll exit at 4:15 p.m. Eastern time. Now, the only context I'm going to add to this as far as price patterns types of information goes, I'm going to go to the post-open filters, and I'm going to say that the 3 o'clock price is in the top half of the intraday range. So to do that, I'm going to come to this intraday close versus intraday range category, and I'm going to hit equals next to close and top half of intraday range. I've got that selected. Next, I'm going to use one indicator, and I'm only going to use one because I want to keep as many samples as possible. The one that I'm going to use is the 200-day. I'm going to hit above a 200-day simple moving average. And lastly, the market events library. I'm going to say that today is the day of the FOMC meeting minutes. That's right here. I'm going to hit equals next to that. And then I'm going to click view results. All right, here we go. These are the results based upon entering the market long at 3 p.m. Eastern time following the FOMC meeting minutes when you're trading in the top half of the intraday range at 3 o'clock. This is taking place above a 200-day simple moving average. Historically, we've got 62 samples for the S&P. We've got 59 for the NASDAQ, 53 for the Dow, 44 for the Russell. Win rates on these are all pretty neutral. So S&P coming in, 52% of these have closed above that 3 p.m. price. For the NASDAQ, it's 58%. That's the strongest of the group. The Dow is the weakest at 47%, and the Russell pretty neutral there at 52%. So if you kind of average them all together, you'd see a pretty neutral reading there on win rates. If we look at the average moves, it's the average losses here that have been larger, and it looks like that is the case for all 4 instruments. So the S&P, larger average loss, quite a bit larger average loss compared to its average win for the NASDAQ, and then average losses larger in the Dow and the Russell as well. So historically speaking, this day with this pattern of being in the top half of the intraday range following those FOMC meeting minutes has not shown a real directional edge as far as the win rates go. Looks like the bigger moves have been on the downside going into the close, but there's no real skew on win rate here. So hopefully you found that helpful. Good luck the rest of the day, and we will